Yeah.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And up next is Darius Slay. He stayed active a week ago with an 8-tackle performance. It's the Eagles and the Jags, next on EA Sports.
The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the ladder when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Now, for the first time, we get to see this Philadelphia offense led out by their dual-threat quarterback, now in his 3rd season, Jalen Hurts.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Ready up! Let's go!
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. This defense for the Jags, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
Sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
They go play action with Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Throwing is Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
Okay, break! Pass the 60!
Now Hurts going to keep it running left. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage So they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Here's a screen with Gainwell. And he's got some space here. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Well, it doesn't matter where you put him, lined up in the backfield or split out like he was there. He can be a weapon when he gets that ball in his hands. Yeah, this is nothing more than a simple screen pass, but he does a really nice job of showing patience and letting his blockers get out in front of him. And he turns it into really nice yardage. And according to the next-gen stats, he covered nearly 40 yards after the catch. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll go with the option, coming right. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. And this is certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage. And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Jacksonville's offense trots out here for the first time, and all eyes go right to number 16. Now in his 2nd season as the team's face of the franchise, Trevor Lawrence. Here's the 2nd-year man from Clemson, Travis Etienne. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. The numbers on the ground for Etienne last week. 17 carries and even 60 yards and a touchdown. There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week. Play action. It's Lawrence. That's caught at the 25. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 34. The teams practice their plays during the week. They're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game. And they hit that one there for big yardage. Here's a give to Etienne. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Finds his tight end, Ingram. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end. Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless. 2nd and 5 from the 8. Here's Lawrence. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
They'll run with ETN. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. One more time with ETN, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Lawrence. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Going for it, here's ETN. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Travis Etienne with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense with Jalen Hurts at the controls, ready for their next possession. He was 4-4 on that opening drive, including the touchdown pass, as he'll try again here to duplicate that success, starting with a first down.
Here we go, here we go.
They begin with a run by Penny. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. It's Xavier Rhodes there in on the stop. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4.
Josh Allen accumulated 7.5 sacks last season to lead Jacksonville and their rebuilding defense. Not quite the Pro Bowl season he had as a rookie. They expect him to continue to blossom and is a future All-Pro.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's to his running back, Gainwell. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This will be taken at the 10. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. 2 fantastic games coming up to wrap up Week 4, the first weekend in October. Tonight, the Chiefs and Buccaneers from Tampa. That's a rematch of Super Bowl 55, of course. And then Monday night, rematch of last year's NFC Championship game. The Rams and Niners from Santa Clara. Coverage on that one, 8:15 Eastern. They go play action with Lawrence. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Jacksonville made Christian Kirk the headline of the 2022 free agency spending spree, and he's one of the highest paid receivers in the league right now. So what do they expect? For him to get his first career 1,000-yard season and give them big-time production. He gets them a first down right there.
Now he lets it go deep for Kirk, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Jaguars are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. They got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself in an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot, find a way to win some games, and keep moving forward. Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Lawrence going to throw again. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The end result, 21 yards. Now Lawrence to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Complete to Calvin Ridley. It's a gain of 10, and the Jaguars first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Second and 5 now. Lawrence, a quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Lawrence. Hard throw, incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this deep. Only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection. He's just aiming down the middle and hoping to hit it true. But this ball started right and started working away from it. And it's going to wind up wide of the mark.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He'll get this out wide to Penny. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that incorrectly.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And he finds Penny. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it's second down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 16. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Hurts. Dumps that off to Penny as running back. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing again on second down. Hurts. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal here.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. On first down, Lawrence. Complete to Jones. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in by Ridley here. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Play action. Lawrence. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Again, it's Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this will not have the distance to get there. Short, no good, just under the crossbar.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Taking it about the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now a deep ball here on second down.
Based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
Man open, here is Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Now Lawrence.
Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, you pointed out to me at half, seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try to make a big play happen and come back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will knot us up at 10. So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
First throw taken in by Watkins here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Penny, a first down carry. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. It's caught on the right side, it's Smith. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Here's Hurts to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Play action. It's Lawrence. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. And able to find Kirk complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on 3rd down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guy. It's a great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that first down.
Delay of game, offense.
No, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still first down.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Jones now in motion left. They bring a receiver in motion right. But to throw again is Lawrence. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. That throw, Jones, in the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, There's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
From the 22, Hurts. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal. They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Rashad Penny, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster. I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Elliott good with a PAT, and a lead now up to 14. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. From the 6. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right, throw it out the window. Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. Lawrence will throw. And Ingram hauls it in. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. 4th quarter, every drive so critical. You figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
I've seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Throwing is Hurts. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Hurts. A throw right side caught by Keene. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Straight ahead, it's Gainwell. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Hurts. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Back to throw here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. William Jackson with a pick. And the Jaguars are right back in this football game. So certainly a big mistake there, Charles. 1st and goal, and they throw the interception.
Oh, that's just agonizing for a team because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket. So if it's not there on 1st down, there was no sense in trying to force something. Instead, they turn the ball over.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and a couple. Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Lawrence. Finding ETN here, catching it on the out route. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out in the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a 1st down.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Again, it's Lawrence. Escaping, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coach, you always say, guys, you can earn the right to rush the passer, and they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. Big play, but he could not pull it in.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Penny up the middle. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.